Thank you, and I'd just like to thank my girlfriend Sam Harding for the title for tonight's talk, which I hope doesn't give away too much of what it is I will be talking about. So will I regale you with the life and times of Paul the psychic octopus, born in a Weymouth aquarium through the heady days of international fame and stardom during the 2010 World Cup to his sad passing on Tuesday? No, this is Octopush, it's not a typo. Will I be taking you back to the 1500s when a meteorite slammed into a Northumberland hillside, exposing a thick seam of graphite that rubbed off onto the coats of the local sheep, thus giving, it is believed, the inspiration for the modern pencil? No. The lead I push is in a hockey puck. Specifically, underwater hockey. Yeah, it's not the best spectator sport, but it was one I was introduced to over 20 years ago by a very good friend of mine in Gibraltar, Steve Warren. And I've now been playing for I say, over 20 years at club and university level. But the story goes back a bit further than that. Octopush was invented in 1954 in the then newly formed sub-aqua club of Portsmouth and Southsea during their winter training season. Now, this is not Portsmouth and Southsea. If this was Portsmouth and Southsea, they'd have never invented Octopush. They'd have been too busy looking at the pretty fishes. Winter training for scuba divers is actually quite dull. You spend half your time going up and down a swimming pool with your mask blacked out, pretending it's night time. The other half your time going up and down between lumps of lead weight, practicing underwater navigation, doing mathematics, doing trigonometry, doing complex calculations. It's really very dull. One evening during training, a chap called Alan Blake got bored with this, took the snorkel out from under his mask strap, swam down, started to push the lead weights closer together to make life a little bit easier for himself. One of his colleagues said, "Oh, that's cheating." Took his snorkel, went down, tackled Alan, moved the lead weights back to where they should have been, and thus was invented the game of Octopush. Probably. What we do know, though, is that over the following years, Octopush quickly spread across the UK and across Europe. Internationally, it tends to be known as underwater hockey, but I still call it Octopush. And here we have some happy players. You need a sense of humour to play underwater hockey. Note in particular the big one-piece face masks, the strange sort of spatula thing the guys are carrying. You can't see the fins, but I'll talk about them as well. Technology has helped Octopush develop fantastically. Modern masks are all two-piece for safety purposes. This is the one I use, it's a Dakar Bandit. It's basically a set of swimming goggles with a nose piece. You can move your head really quickly underwater, it doesn't fall off. It also gives you really good side peripheral vision, which is important when you, as you'll see in a couple of slides' time. Those wooden spatulas, they've been replaced by things like this from Bent Fish Designs. This is a moulded resin bat. The designs can be changed depending on your playing style. And it means you no longer have to just push the pucks along, the pucks. These are some doorstops that we've got at home. The original lead one, 1990s brass puck, 1995 South African World Tournament puck, and then the orange one is a medium hardness resin-coated puck that most teams use these days. Any divers in the audience will recognise the Scuba Pro Jet Fin. Hewn from a solid block of butyl rubber, each one weighs the same as a wet poodle and develops about the same amount of thrust underwater. Big buckles, leather strap for pulling it on, nice. No good for underwater hockey. These are a set of modern fins from Leader. The blades are a carbon fibre composite with a special resin coating so they don't shatter underwater. Fantastically powerful, massively stiff, very light. They're also about 200 quid. I don't have any of these, I'm still saving up. The rules, however, haven't basically changed. Each team has 6 players in the water, 4 substitutes on the side, 2 water refs keep an eye on what goes on underneath the water, 1 side ref keeps track of the score, timings, and so on and so forth. However, unlike any other game, Octopush is genuinely played in all 4 dimensions. From the moment you take a breath of air on the surface, you dive down, you tackle the opposition, get the puck off them, swim out in some open space, find your teammates, avoid the opposition, get rid of it, swim to the surface, take the breath of air. You've got about 20 seconds to do something useful. All the while, you're being chased by another bunch of lunatics who are trying to get the puck off you so they can score. Now, Octopush started by simply shoving the puck along the bottom of the pool, as you can see here. However, as player number 17 is about to demonstrate, with the modern bat, you can flick the puck up to 1.5 meters off the bottom of the pool. That's a 1.5 kilogram plastic-coated lead puck flying through the water. It will land a couple of meters the other side of stage left over there. And this is the effect of completely opening up and transforming the game. It's much more dynamic and it's much more exciting. Just to prove this isn't just Wikipedia and YouTube, the University of Plymouth Barbarians team at the last year's Student Nationals, and that's me, second on the left. Now, normally at this point, I'd stop and I'd open up for Q&A because I know there's going to be tons of questions in the audience, but unfortunately we haven't got time. So here are the answers to the questions you would have asked had we had time to do that. So I hope I've managed to impart some of my enthusiasm to you. And you have an opportunity to go along to your local swimming club, try out Octopush. It's great fun. You'll have a fantastic time. But if you do see this, don't bother ducking because it's probably too late. Don't worry, somebody will fish you out of the pool, and there are almost no side effects to be noticed. I'm John Bradford. That's been my introduction to Octopush. You've been a fantastic audience. Thank you very much and good night.